delivery fam, and welcome back to another episode of Breakfast with UDM on the Life of a Gig Worker podcast. And since it is Wednesday, we got to talk about some news, Josh.
What we got?
Okay, all right. So obviously there's always something to talk about in the news when it's relating to gigs, DoorDash, whatever. But I believe this is kind of important in case our viewers, drivers, customers, whoever haven't stumbled upon this information. But before we dive into any of the news, we got to give a shout out to some of our viewers here, man. Sin Sit is Squid. I don't know. Sin Sit? What do you think their name is? Sin Sit?
Sincitiquid.
Sincitiquid. You missed the S. Sincitiquid.
Sin-Sit is quid.
All right. Well,
Sin City quid. Oh, Jesus. Sin City squid. I don't fucking. We can't read.
All right. Well, whatever, man. So I wanted to shout out to Sincitiquid because they said some of these vans actually won't stay running in park and door opens. So a lot of the drivers were putting it in neutral and pulling the e-brake. You don't want to know how many e-brake cables I've had to replace on the older Amazon Mercedes vans. Is that a tactic, Josh? That's what was going on?
Okay. So they did this new thing called engine off compliance.
Uh-oh.
And when they did engine off compliance, they fucked starters, they fucked alternators, everything, because they wanted you to turn off. Yeah, they want you to turn the van off at every stop, right? But these vans aren't made to do that, bro. These vans are made for cargo, going long haul. They didn't like change the engine or anything about these vans. They just was like, okay, we're going to make you turn the engine off and we're going to count how many times it turns off compared to how many stops you have. And we're going to put a percentage out there. So that's another thing. UPS is doing it. FedEx is doing it. Amazon is doing it. And it's crazy because Amerifleet, which was one of the number one companies that was doing a lot of the maintenance on the Mercedes vans for Amazon, they basically made a racket off of this shit, like a full racket, full 40-hour schedule. They sit out there every night and just fix vans. But yeah, so a lot of these vans have a lot of issues because they're not made to do what you're supposed to do. So like now they're counting how many times you put on the e-brake, how many times you turn off the vehicle, how many times do you wear your seatbelt, how many times does your seatbelt actually click. And then the Netrodime cameras are actually monitoring to see if you do the motion to go over your shoulder to put the seatbelt on. Like there's AI technology all in the vans. It's micromanaging, which is why I got out of the business.
Okay. All right. So, shout out to you, Sincitiquid. All right. Now, another one we got is I like the cussing from Shadow Myths, right? When we spoke about the cussing. I like the cussing. This is coming from a deacon. All right. Most people have no idea why they say cussing is bad. They just go with the flow. What's your take on that?
I love it that it's coming from a deacon, right? A lot of people think that the cursing is the language of the devil. It is like speaking the tongues of the devil. But there's cursing in the Bible too. So I'm the type that I take a stance that the Bible could be both hypocritical and a teaching moment. And the reason that I say this is because a long time ago, my mother used to say, oh, you can't curse, you can't do this, you can't do that, right? And I used to tell her all the time, like, but isn't there curse words in the Bible about the book of genocide and all of this? Like, there's all sorts of stuff that happens in the Bible that, you know, it blows your mind. It blows your mind because the Bible is supposed to be a what do they call that? Where it's the letters? It's the letters that mean something different.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
I think it's called an acronym. So it's an acronym. So a lot of people look at the Bible as basic instructions before leaving Earth, right? That's what they call the Bible.
Wait, that's the first time I've ever heard that. Never heard that before, bro.
Yeah.
Basic instructions before leaving Earth?
Yeah, so it's about how to live your life in the image in which the father wants to see you, right? So it gives you instructions on how to handle certain situations and certain storylines and so on and so forth. And you're supposed to take that and relate it to your everyday life, which is why there's preachers here today to take like
Yo.
a sermon. Yeah, and they take a sermon and they relate it to life, and then they tell you like, "Oh, well, so and so means this in today's world." That's basically what a preacher does. They relate a centuries old book to what we do today,
Okay.
and they're basically trying to teach you how to live in a prosperous way so that you can make it into the afterlife.
Okay. Basic instructions before leaving Earth, bro. In all of my years of being on Earth, I have never heard that before.
It's
Not
another one of
once.
them like, random fucking facts that I just.
Okay. And the one more shout out to the comment section. We got Jared. I guess he watched our Motivational Monday video saying a couple of weeks ago in the Denver area, DoorDash finally upgraded to the platinum tier, gold tier, etc. So as this video dropped, I opened up my app to Dash Now, and I was unable to Dash Now for the first time in years. It's telling me I need to schedule. This changes my way of making money drastically since I make about 50% of my money through DoorDash in many different ways. This video has been a godsend to me. I'm seeing right now in real time that I need to reevaluate. I need to Forrest Gump this shit. Thank you for the video. Shout out to you, Jared. Got to Forrest Gump that shit.
No,
I'm glad, just to kind of like, just chime in here. I'm glad that we were able to kind of like help you see some things, man. And hopefully whatever path you're taking, hopefully you make double, triple, quadruple the money that you were making on DoorDash. And for you to even say like, man, I don't even need that no more. All right. What were you going to say, Josh?
I think this goes to show pretty much it's serving the purpose that I wanted. I know when we did this whole divvying up the episodes, one of the things that I really wanted to focus on was Motivational Monday and Tech Tuesdays. And it's already showing that it's helping quite a few people, and he's not the first comment that said it. But I'm glad he's reevaluating and he's going to diversify his income, because that's one thing that we talk about very heavily. Don't rely on an app. Don't be independently dependent. Make the future yours.
Yes, sir. And since that was the last of the comment section, hey, if you want to get your comment featured, just leave a comment that's worth reading. And we'll get to it, okay? But without further ado, let's dive into some news, Josh. DoorDash introduces in-app appeals for account deactivations, as well as some other things. All right. Now, as you already know, this is gonna be a bit of an article, but it's a 2-minute read, Josh. Look at the bottom.
Hold on. Don't start yet. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
Clock.
You're gonna time me, bro? Okay.
Damn right I'm gonna time you. Ready?
Okay. Don't interrupt me then. Shit.
I'm not gonna interrupt you. You ready?
I'm ready. Here we go.
All right. Go.
All right. Today, DoorDash announced its biggest ever update to its account deactivations process, adding new features and enhancements to continue to deliver fairness to millions of Dashers. Today, DoorDash announced its biggest ever update to its account deactivations process, adding new features. I guess I just read that, right? Right? It says the new changes include a streamlined in-app process to appeal account deactivations, protecting Dashers from inaccurate claims about orders not being delivered, faster response time to appeals, in-app deactivations. We recognize the serious impact losing access to our platform can have, as well as our responsibility to our users to prioritize safety and quality. And it's why the decision to deactivate a Dasher's account is never taken lightly. Deactivations are reserved for serious or egregious conduct, such as assault, fraud, or repeatedly failing to complete deliveries. We've developed a comprehensive framework to help ensure our rules are clearly explained and fairly enforced, which includes a dedicated process for Dashers to appeal deactivation decisions. Today, we're making this process even easier by announcing in-app appeals. Now, Dashers will be able to launch an appeal directly in the Dasher app after receiving a deactivation notification. Dashers will also see the status of their appeal in real time and be notified of the outcome all within the app. This initial version of in-app appeals has been rolled out to 100% of iOS and Android users in the US. The vast majority of DoorDash consumers do the right thing and only request refunds if something has actually gone wrong, like their order not being delivered. However, there may be times when a consumer makes a report that turns out to be inaccurate, or even more rarely, makes a false report. We already have safeguards in place to prevent inaccurate and false reports and help protect Dashers from being wrongly accused. As an additional safeguard, we're launching a new feature that requires consumers to provide a PIN code to receive a delivery in certain situations, or if the consumer frequently reports issues with their deliveries. Here's how it works. A consumer will be shown a 4-digit PIN code in the app and have to share that code with the Dasher at the drop-off so they can receive the order. At the drop-off, the Dasher will enter the PIN code to ensure it matches. If the consumer cannot provide the PIN code, the Dasher will note the PIN was not provided. And I think this is the last one here. We've also heard that Dashers we've also heard from Dashers that the wait to find out the outcome of an appeal can be frustrating and understandably stressful. We want to ensure all appeals are quick and accurate so Dashers can start dashing again sooner. We have invested more resources into our reviews team, and Dashers can now expect to receive a response sooner. Our goal is that the vast majority of Dasher account deactivations appeals and are resolved within a few business days. So this is what it looks like in app. Now, you can start the time. I probably passed 2 minutes. I don't give a damn. Right? Appeal deactivation. Right? This is whole process. What do you think about this, Josh? My camera is not working. My ID is expired or invalid. Why the fuck are you driving, bro? I have an electronic ID or something else. What do you think about this?
So, okay, I'm going to break this down. Mm-hmm. They've created a graphic user interface for appeals, right? But they've always had an appeal process. The appeal takes the same amount of time whether or not you have a graphic user interface. And all of their appeals or all of their deactivations are final upon their pretty much a receipt of deactivation. So if you've received a deactivation, I have pretty much fought countless deactivations against DoorDash with all of my legal knowledge and have lost every single one of them except for mine. So with that being said, I have countless experience in this particular field, and one of the things that I was told by the app people who do the appeals in an arbitration is by the time they have deactivated you, they have 6 to 10 reasons why they should keep you deactivated before they've done it. So just because you appeal one aspect of your deactivation, they're just going to throw something else at you. We did the same thing at Draver. We did the same, Uber does the same thing. I showed you guys live on a live stream how Grubhub did it. So it's basically a pretty graphical user interface that's going to show you the process of your appeal instead of them emailing you back. It's just going to be a notification that says your appeal has been denied.
Okay. And I guess this will be what it looks like when you enter the code. Before dropping off the order, let's zoom in a little bit for those that have bad eyes. All right. Before dropping off the order, enter a 4-digit PIN provided by the customer to confirm you've successfully delivered their order. Well, I mean, to me, they're freaking late as shit on this. Uber's been doing this shit for about, what, a couple of years now?
Yeah, but it doesn't work either.
How? Okay. What?
Okay. So I'm one of the people who have to use said PIN code for Uber. And I am open about it because I take pictures of everything that I receive. Now, it's never the dasher or driver's fault that the correct order does not show up, because 9 times, like last night, Popeyes, for example, I ordered 4-piece wings. Remember, we're eating for 2, so 2 for each. Mashed potatoes and biscuits from Popeyes. I received 3 boxes of wings. I received the biscuits, but didn't receive the mashed potatoes. So I'm missing a box of wings and mashed potatoes.
Okay.
I reach out to Uber and they're like, "Oh, you've refunded so many of your orders in the past, blah 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 blah," and then you have to click the contact support button to get your refund. So it doesn't really help anything, because 9 times out of 10 there's something missing and it's not the dasher's fault. And the problem is, in order to get in contact with support, you have to physically say that your entire order was missing or call them. So a lot of people are going to go after instead of calling them and waiting on hold, they're going to be like, "Oh, my entire order was missing." And then they're going to send a picture and they'll be like, "Oh, this is a different order," or whatever the case may be. And they're still going to get that refund. It's not going to fix anything.
Damn. So this PIN code doesn't even matter at this point.
No, it's all a facade, bro. They've had these in their back pocket for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
just a facade. The only thing that this helps, like if you're doing rideshare and they have a PIN code, it makes sure that you're getting the right passenger. So like
And it works. It works in that sense.
yeah, so like if you go to like LA, for example, they had this program where like the Uber drivers would wait in a line and you would just get in any of the Uber cars and give them your PIN code, and then whatever PIN code you give them generates the ride.
Okay.
So that was cool because it was like I didn't have to wait in a queue. They would go from front to back, and whoever got the ride, and then they would get in. So if you needed an SUV, you'd get in an SUV. You needed a car, you'd get in a car, and then you give them your PIN code. So, to my knowledge, like I said, it's one of those where this is going to end up being the exact same thing. It's just it's rinse, wash, and repeat. DoorDash is trying to show that they're doing everything in their power, but at the end of the day, it's a day late and $1 short.
No, it's $1.99 short.
Yeah, yeah. No, bro, they've had the money. They've had the money and the capability to do this for years, and they're just doing
Yeah.
it now when everybody, including us, is saying that the experience has deteriorated over time.
Yeah.
So, as a PR stunt, they're trying to recover, and it's not. They're not doing very well. So they're trying to put this shit in the
Well,
forefront, like Uber did.
well, I mean, I'm talking about stock prices are, I think, $1.30 now. You know what I mean? You said PR stunt and it's not working. I think it probably is. I mean, people are still look. They were saying something about, I forgot what the report said exactly, but they were saying like, DoorDash still made good money even when things were slowing down. Like, wait, how?
Give
How?
it 3 years when they get hit with the fraud case, because like for example, Uber charged me when we were in Port St. Lucie. I remember telling you I was down at the hotel.
Oh, you mean the time that you came close by and then you didn't even hit me up and say, "Ryan, I'm in your area. Let's link up, bro."
No, I did tell you. And you
Josh,
said, "Man, Port St. Lucie's a fucking drive." That was the exact wording.
Bro, we about to have a whole argument on the screen, bro. Listen, you remember you went to Port St. Lucie and then you ended up down the street, I think it was Sawgrass or Sunrise or whatever the hell, and you forgot to hit me up, bro.
Yeah, because we were just there to get a fucking laptop charger because their coworker took a laptop.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. I had a valid argument there, and you try to just talking about, yes, Port St. Lucie is about 2 hours away from me, bro, and the police there. Yeah, I got a pretty good ticket over there. Okay, so excuse me for avoiding Port St. Lucie, 2 hours away. Okay, just because how long of a drive was that to you from you?
3
your
hours.
Location. It was 3 hours.
Yeah, because I hop on a turnpike and I fly.
No, that can't be right, bro.
Bro, I'll tell you right now. I'll pull it
Port
up.
St. Lucie.
Yes, Port St. Lucie.
Bro, you're like 3 hours away from me.
Yeah, bro, it don't make any sense because when you hit I-95, it's like fucking ridiculous.
So you're telling me Port St. Lucie
Oh,
is about
oh,
2 hours away from me?
yeah, it's 2 hours away from me. 2 hours and 2 minutes with no tolls, and if you want to pay an extra $6, it's an hour and 50 minutes.
All right. So back to my argument, sir. You were right down the street from me, and that time, yeah, you never hit me up. Yeah,
Listen,
that's why you didn't get your birthday gift.
but yeah. So anywho, back to our topic, bitch. So we ordered McDonald's because we were working on the corporate credit card. I was there for an event. I ordered McDonald's. Like everybody was just tired after the event and they just wanted to go to bed and they were like, we're hungry. So I ordered like $85 worth of McDonald's. Bro, they forgot every like
no.
it was
Who orders that much damn McDonald's, bro? Damn, okay.
The motherfucker came through the door with a bag about this big. About this fucking big. Like your standard paper bag. I said, it must be some cash in that bag. He said, nah, that's the only bag that was there. I said, nah, bro. I said, ain't no fucking way. I said, because McDonald's puts it in that big ass brown bag with the handles on it. I said, so there ain't no fucking way this is the right shit. So I opened the bag. There's 2 cheeseburgers in there. I called support. Support was like, yeah, nah, everything was in there, blah, 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 XYZ. I said, bro, I'm looking at the bag. There's only 2 fucking cheeseburgers in this bitch. Like, there was supposed to be some Big Macs, some quarter pounders, some chicken nuggets. Like, bro, I had the whole fucking menu for $85, bro.
Yeah.
So they basically told me, they were like, oh, yeah, we're not going to give you your refund. I said, all right, no stress. I said, I'll file a chargeback. I file a chargeback. Uber tries to charge my card again. I said, oh, really? So I hit Uber with a fraudulent transaction. So, and then to this day, every so often they'll try to hit me for that $85, bro. Every so often.
Damn.
They'll just like sneak that motherfucker in there. Just like, oh, you ordered $20 worth of food, bitch. Nah, hell, 125. Boom. Like, what the fuck? How? So, anywho, long story short, because they're doing these PIN codes and the this and the that, just because the order's not right doesn't mean you can't get refunded. For one, if shit's really not right, and for two, eventually these banks are going to start suing Uber and DoorDash for refusing refunds for transactions that never truly occurred.
I mean, that's a whole different. I'm ready to read that news whenever it pops up.
I can't wait. I'm sitting here. I'm ready for it. I'm like, all right. As soon as y'all get that lawsuit, I don't want to hear shit.
Well, I mean, with all that said, with regarding the filing the appeal through the app and then hitting the 4-digit PIN, I guess that would make DoorDash look nice and nice for Dashers. But what about this? DoorDash and Uber Eats infiltrated by Venezuelan migrants who are illegally showing up at your door. Now, this was written by Marianne Martinez and all the rest of that text at the bottom there. Okay. Now, there's something very important in this article that I really want to focus on. And I promise you, Josh, it's not that many screenshots. All right. And if it's a screenshot, it's not that long. Like, look at this one. See that? That's a screenshot, Josh. Hundreds of Venezuelan migrants are illegally working as food delivery drivers across America. DailyMail.com can reveal showing up to your door under names and identities that don't belong to them. The troubling development is a consequence of the 1 million Venezuelan citizens who have flooded into the U.S. largely illegally during President Joe Biden's time in office, with many entering through the U.S.-Mexico border. It raises huge concerns about the safety of the home delivery apps and the consumer's ability to trust who is actually delivering their food to their home and family. With customers' personal information potentially placed in the hands of dangerous street gangs, Venezuelans tell DailyMail.com they gravitated toward the jobs because they're an easy way to make money when they first arrive in the U.S. Here's the part. Before I even left Venezuela to come here, I knew I could rent an account that wasn't mine to work in food delivery. One South American migrant who works as a DoorDash driver in Dallas, Texas, explained how you already know before you even come here. Man, hey, the account, the name on the account, well, it ain't yours, obviously. You already know this before you come here, so that means they having these conversations over there before they even travel over here. Is DoorDash over there?
So I'm going to try to give my opinion on this with remaining politically neutral while also remaining not racist. So
Okay.
it's hard to say it. This has been happening for years now, and I mean years. And the problem is that there has been absolutely nothing done to correct it. Illegal immigrants have been working on the platform for so long here in Orlando that it had caused an ICE raid. I don't know if I remember telling you about it when I was sitting there. I was like, bro, ICE just pulled up. I was in the Discord, and I don't remember if you were there, but I was on video, and like 4 ICE trucks pulled in and they blocked all the exits. And they started going door by door. Where's your documents? Where's your documents? Where's your documents? Where's your documents? It was so bad to the point where there were people fucking running away. And it's because the migrant workers, most of them don't have places to stay. So at night they're sleeping in their car at this place, and the complete chaos that was caused by this was like trash all over the lot. People, the porta potties they had out there were getting literally full of shit, and it was just bad. This has been going on for years, almost a decade. So it doesn't matter who's politically over the country. It's been happening for decades. People have been renting accounts for decades, more than one. And it's because Uber doesn't do very much verification other than a couple of times a day. It'll ask you to take a selfie, and there's bots out there that'll do it for you so that it matches the same face data and all of that. And then for those that are renting the accounts, and this is crazy too. For those that are renting the accounts, as far as the ride share goes, the person that owns the account has a second device that's typically listed on that they're logged in, and then they'll swap the login, do the face verification, and let the other person log back in. They're sitting at the airport. So this has been going on for so long that it's just ridiculous. And the only way to stop it is to get a device ID when you because they can pull a device ID or even a MAC address, and they can pull that information, and when it switches, they make you verify. So when you log out of one device and log back into another, it should make you do first facial verification. But it's been going on for years. And
now you said decades.
mm-hmm.
I don't think it's that long, bro.
Bro, it's definitely long, bro. It's longer than you think, bro.
Hey, I'm not doubting it's longer than I think, but I don't think these apps existed decades ago.
I mean, shit, wasn't it Uber in 2008 or 2000? I think we looked it up. It was like 2009 or some shit.
Yeah, but it would still be a decade.
It's more than one decade because we're almost at 2. We're fucking 4 years away.
You said 2008, bro. It would have to be 2028.
Yeah, we halfway through the second fucking decade.
No, it ain't there yet, bro.
we rounded up.
It's a decade and a half.
Listen, it's been going on for so fucking long. If you were born in 2008, you're almost a fucking adult by now. So it's that long.
Okay.
Long.
All right. I'll take that one. It's just when you said decades, I just couldn't help but be petty, bro.
Like I said, and there's nothing that they're going to do about it because those are going to be the people that are taking these $2-3 rides. Like it just is what it is.
Okay, yeah. But how the hell they know about it already, Josh? Before I even left Venezuela to come here, I knew I could rent an account that wasn't mine.
Yeah, they know more about America than we do. When I went to fucking South America, dude, my wife's uncle knew more about the fucking laws than I do, and I'm pretty well versed.
And they're open with it, bro.
They're open as fuck with it.
works DoorDash in Texas.
Yeah. And you know why they're open with it? Because if the account gets shut down, fuck that. I'll just rent another one. Like
Damn.
there's no
So
fix to it.
so it's part of it's DoorDash really.
Bro, yeah, it's DoorDash, it's Uber, it's fucking Lyft, it's everybody.
Yeah, well,
They
yeah.
don't
This account is about DoorDash and Uber and Uber Eats.
but they're not gonna do anything about it.
Ah,
Because it's the people, those are the people that are here and they're desperate for money.
yeah.
So they're going to take those $2 and $3 orders. They're not going to do shit about it because those are the ones that are going to do the mop up. They're going to accept every single ride so that they can fly under the radar.
Damn.
Like, that's the shitty part that I hate is like there's no fix to it. There's no way to fix it.
It's gotten so bad. It's been going on for so long, like you said, that it's just spiraling out of control at the moment.
And that's the thing. Like, you know, I realize that they put like a little political jab in there, but it doesn't matter who the fuck is president at this point. It's not going to fix Uber. It's not going to fix DoorDash. It's not going to fix anything about what's already currently being done. And I know there's going to be people in the comment sections that totally disagree with me. Yes, you could do whatever you can to ship people back home, but at the end of the day, they're still going to come here. I mean, fuck, you build a wall, somebody's going to go over it. You build a wall that you know they can't get on a plane, they'll fucking dig under it. That people are resourceful, bro. They're gonna come here regardless.
If you think about it, I'll never forget a story that a person that got a ticket, they got a fat ticket too. They told me that it wasn't just them that was speeding, and the officer came after them. That person that was telling me the story, and the officer told him, well, something in the effect of basically, I can't catch all of y'all, so I catch one, so you got to take the ticket, or something like that. So it's like, man, you know, I think I made my point there. No, yeah, I think you understand. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, there's the problem is if you go to fix it, you're going to end up with a labor shortage, right? If you try to go and fix it, you're going to end up with a labor shortage. If you don't fix it, you're going to end up with the same thing. Yes, there's people. Bro, there was a fucking war criminal doing Uber rides. I know you remember that story.
No.
There was a fucking war criminal.
You're going to make me look it up.
Yeah, bro, he was wanted for crimes against humanity. War crimes against humanity. And he was still on the fucking platform. You know why he was still on the platform? He was charged.
Wait, was it rideshare?
Yeah, it was rideshare.
Well, go ahead, say what you're saying.
He was wanted for crimes against humanity, but the reason that he was allowed to be on the platform was because they were only doing a United States background check at the time. They weren't checking Interpol. They weren't fucking checking wherever the fuck he was from. They were only checking the United States. Like, oh, do you have any pending charges in the United States? Oh, no. Oh, we don't give a fuck that you probably dropped a nuke somewhere. That's the bullshit, bro.
Yo, 2019?
Yes.
He's been doing it for more than 18 months, according to his Uber profile. When CNN reporters recently caught a ride from Ali, the former Somali military commander was listed on Uber's app as an Uber Pro Diamond driver with a 4.89 rating. I do this full time, said Ali, who drives in suburban Virginia.
And you know what that tells me? He's a diamond driver, bro. He accepts every fucking ride. It proves my point. These are the people that are so desperate because they can't work anywhere else. They're going to continue to work on this platform, accept every single ride, no matter what it fucking pays. Because they're flying under the radar. 18 fucking months before he was caught. And guess what? Now that he's been caught, if he wasn't fucking tried for his crimes, I guarantee you he's renting an account.
Bro.
He's probably still on these streets somewhere.
Why didn't I hear about this?
You did. You did a video on it long time ago.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
I'm like,
that's why I brought it up.
I'm like, did I get in the Uber with this guy? On a driver run?
Probably.
I'm looking, bro. This guy look familiar. And I'm not saying that because, what if somebody might say, oh, you think all of us look alike? No, that's not it. But this guy looked familiar.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. These people have done this shit for so fucking long that it's not going to change.
Oh,
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
okay. I see his. Okay, all right. I don't know. I was looking at the pictures, right? You know, when you're in the back seat behind the passenger, right, in the front, you have a different view, right? You have a different view. But now that I see his face, the front picture of his face, I'm like, oh no, I don't know, dude. Okay, but he did look like somebody I caught a ride with on a Draver run, bro. He do.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, even Draver, bro. Even Draver. So Draver had eliminated people from the platform for using other people's accounts, and one of which had 14 different fucking warrants out of 14 different fucking states.
That was working on the platform.
That was working on the platform as a fucking chase driver, bro.
Yo, it's real out here.
Bro, it's been a thing forever. Like one dude we caught, this is the one I told you about. Dude stole like fucking 6 cars. This is the whole reason I got my promotion. He stole 6 fucking cars, put them at a dealership, went back late at night, and fucking stole them shits and went to the auction and claimed them as his own. 6 cars, bro.
So
I had to track down each one of those.
So I remember you telling me you had to track down them shits. Damn, I remember them days, bro. Hey, but still, bro, I still can't get over the fact that he is admitting he knew about the accounts that he could rent before he came here, and he's in this article, and they're happily saying he's in Dallas, Texas, like working DoorDash. Damn.
Bro, he ain't worried about it. He ain't worried about it. And I'll tell you why he ain't worried about it. He's probably got fucking political asylum. He's never going to go anywhere. Even though he's doing shit that's illegal, he's never going to go anywhere. That's what's wrong with our country today.
Well,
it don't matter. It don't matter what side of politics you are on. It is going to continue to happen whether we like it or not.
Well, to be honest with you, man.
Yeah. Is right.
I got nothing. And I'm beginning to realize towards the ending of these episodes, I never have nothing. These last few episodes, I ain't got nothing. I'm gonna have to change that up. We're gonna have to do maybe an episode on the Teletubbies or something. Or something,
I was
bro.
over here thinking about the fucking Care Bears.
Anyway, bro, you told me about something I didn't even know that took place. You said I did a video on it. I don't recall. The war criminal or whatever, bro. And you said,
bro.
And you said all of this stuff been happening for decades, or I would say a decade and a half, because I'm petty like that.
This motherfucker.
But, bro, all of this stuff. Let me know in the comment section down below. Have you heard all of what Josh has been talking about, like over the years? I never knew about some of this stuff. And now my mind is like, okay? And I ain't got nothing else.
Let me put it in perspective. 2005, the Stranger Danger. Right? That was the whole motto. Stranger danger. Don't talk to strangers. And then, in 2007, it was the fight of, you need to take a trusted mode of transportation. Take a bus or even a taxi. Don't use Uber. Don't get into a car with a stranger. Now it's like, fuck that. Get into a car with a stranger that you ordered from an app that barely has a fucking background check and ride somewhere totally fucking random with them and hope you don't get murdered.
Bro. We're all desensitized by all this bullshit that's been going on, and they've been feeding us that shit on screen over and over. That's why, damn. Now, don't make me go down this path, Josh. Bro, now it's like, damn, this is what's been happening. And I be talking to my wife about it, about programming. You know what I mean? Like, we're so desensitized by all of this stuff, man, and I don't want to go down no conspiracy theory type stuff. But I'm just like, yo, the way you just broke it down, first we cared, now it's just like, hey, I need to get to where I'm trying to go. Who are you? Oh, okay. Some people get into Uber or Lyft and don't even know if that's their Uber or Lyft. Like, hey,
Nah,
I
bro.
ordered and you're just completely okay with getting in a vehicle with somebody you don't know. I was always on edge, bro. Even on
And
them
that's
Draver
the thing.
trips.
Like when we went to Peru, we got into Ubers. After our first experience with a taxi over there, bro, we got into Ubers because the taxi tried to fucking gank us. I was looking at the Uber app and the taxi was like, yeah, the taxi, bro, it was a 3-minute ride. The motherfucker was like, oh, 50 souls, which is like $10. And he's like, oh, 50 souls. And I was like, yeah, hell no, bro. Uber say 30 right here. And he's like, oh, no, we don't listen to Uber. He's like, you can request it. Nobody will show. I fucking hit request. And I sat there. It was 10 seconds away. I had a motherfucker stick his head out the window. Uber for Joshua. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
That's
motherfucker would
how it
say,
is. That's how it is
yeah.
in the islands, bro. Like, especially like, say, I ain't gonna call my people's island out like that, but I'll never forget a time I took a trip down there and I asked for a taxi, right, from the airport, right, and they wanted me to pay $20 when I know where I was going was gonna be a lot cheaper if I used their local currency, bro. And I was just like, you know what, man, whatever. I gave him $20 because I know that 20 would turn into about, I think it was like 50 something dollars their money.
So that's like the chains that you guys see me wear every so often, the silver chains. I bought those in Peru. And it was crazy because they tried to get my ass. They were like, "Oh, it's $1,200 US," because it had 1,200, but it didn't say, souls. It didn't say nothing. It just said 1,200. And motherfuckers was like, "Oh yeah, no, it's $1,200 US." I said, "Bro," I looked at the man dead in his face, barely spoke English. I said, "Who the fuck you think you talking to like this?" And he was like, "Excuse me?" I said, "Who the fuck you think you talking to?" I said, "Silver price right now." I said, "That's barely worth $250." I said, "But because you're a jeweler," I said, "maybe 3." I was like, "So if you take the currency, you divide it by like 4, you got 200 and some odd dollars." I said, "That's the price." I said, "Don't try to hit me like I'm fucking stupid."
But how many people did
Hell
he
no.
actually got to make him that confident to try to come
Oh
at you?
no. That's the thing. And then I come home to find out, oh, it's a different type of silver. It's called burnt silver, right? So because I
Nah, I'm gonna
looked it
look
up
it
on
up.
their website and I found burnt silver. It's from Ilaria. That was the name of the jeweler, right? So I disputed the fuck out of the charge because they said, oh, it's 925, but when you burn it, the highest quality you can get is 825. So I disputed the fuck out of all them charges. And they try to tell, oh, well, blah blah blah. It's made from 925. It might not be 925 now, but it was 925 when we sold it to you. No, bitch, the purity of silver don't just deteriorate like that, bro. Fuck out of here.
All right, so I looked up what is burnt silver. It says silver can turn dark when it's exposed to smoke and soot from
Mm-hmm.
fire, or when it's exposed to sulfur containing gases in the air. These processes are called tarnishing and fire damage, respectively.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad you didn't get got, sir. All right,
I
I'm
don't ever
glad you
get got.
understood. Okay, I'm
I don't
glad.
I don't I don't miss shit.
Yeah,
Not a
I,
single
I
fucking thing.
knew I knew you were gonna say that, bro. You beat me to the punch. I was gonna say it, and I was like, see, your ability to not miss shit allowed you to not get got, and I'm proud of
Bro,
you. So
it's
anyway, bro. Anyway, we done heard about burnt silver, and I'm pretty sure you got a whole lot more in that damn memory bank of yours. Okay, you gonna pull out a whole nother thing that probably involved George Washington, and don't do it.
oh,
Don't do it. So with that said, fam, let us know how you feel about the news that you heard today. All right. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff. I've heard a lot of issues in different cities, like New York City. I know New York City for one. I know there's an issue here in South Florida. And Josh, I didn't even remember that you told me about the whole ICE situation in your area, bro. But obviously, there is a major issue with immigrants in certain cities in the U.S., right? I'm not going to say the entire state, but certain cities in the U.S. and to see that they're actually saying, okay, that this is they come here already knowing what's up and they ain't got to worry about nothing. That's already a red flag for me. Not on their part, on the people that's allowing this to happen. So in this case, I am looking at DoorDash and Uber or any of these platforms that's allowing this to happen. They are the culprit, in my opinion. And this is part of the reason why, like you said, Josh, as we wrap up here, I'm going to summarize it the way that you said it, right? Because I don't remember exactly how you said it. But if they try to do something about it, we're fucked. If they don't try to do something about it, we're still fucked. So it's like, how do we even get past this? Let me know how you feel or how you think we can get past it. I don't even know how, but let me know in the comment section, and then we could do something right here, Josh. Unless you got any last words, because I know I cut you off. You wanted to say something.
I had a whole story about George Washington in Peru, but that's a whole nother ballgame.
Oh, see, I knew it. But have a good one, y'all. Be safe on the road. We'll see y'all in the next episode. Deuces. Oh yeah. What time it is, D-Fam? It's time to go get your money.